Everybody, this is Wednesday Night Basketball of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. David Aldridge will join us momentarily from the sideline. In a blazing start to the new season, we look at the updated power ranking. Some teams are hot and some teams aren't. You look at the Liberty, they've achieved some upward momentum, climbing to the 5th spot on the board.
Well, I think for Houston, they had some high hopes coming out of the gate, frustrated with their level of play thus far, but they certainly have the pieces to be a factor in this race.
Here's the starting group for Houston. They've got Whitmore, Gordon out there with Trayce Jackson-Davis, and it's Green, and it's McCain in at the shooting guard. And for the Warriors, Wiggins and Green make up the post pair. Buddy Hield is out there with Podziemski, and it's Kuminga in at the small forward position. Early on, Greg, the potential landscape of the NBA very much open-ended.
An early win streak could really boost the team's outlook, kind of define their direction. So I expect to see them keep the intensity up, so we should be in for a fun one.
And it's Wiggins missing. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. Last time they met in Houston.
Yeah, you saw the communication breakdowns defensively, just giving up way too many open looks.
Yeah, sometimes you can play good on-ball defense, but it's the help defense that makes you elite. And on that night, nobody rotating and not a lot of help.
Podziemski with it. Whitmore defending. And it's Houston on the break. Here's Gordon. Good. Great play by Green to set it up.
Aaron Gordon is one springy dude. When he gets the ball down low, it's hard to stop it.
Wiggins outside. Pass to Hield. Beyond the arc. Cranes the three-pointer.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Got to fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
And here is Green, following the three-pointer by Buddy Hield. Here's Jackson-Davis, guarded by Green. Back to Green. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Teardrop shot. And the layup is up and in.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. Here's Podziemski. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
Well, that's how you drive your point home right there. Last game for the Warriors, it was a loss to the Trailblazers. And for such a young player, Brandon Podziemski has a mature game.
Well, Kevin, his intellect out on the floor, I think, is at an elite level. Brandon does such a good job of hovering around the basket to get rebounds. He advances the ball with the pass. He's driving and always looking for angles. So this is an advantage-created player, and Brandon does a great job of that. Offense clicking early here, 3 for 4 to start this one.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Kuminga, no good. For Houston, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Here's Green. To the left side wing. A nice shot by McCain. McCain's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. With this stoppage in play, we have a chance now to show you which teams led the league in three-point percentage last year. The Rockets, number 1.
You know, they went through stretches when they just didn't miss from beyond the arc. I mean, that carried them right to the top of that list.
Golden State moving it around. Green with a screen on Gordon. Wiggins with the bounce pass, and Green slams it in.
That's where Draymond's speed becomes a huge advantage as he gets off the pick and roll and guys can't keep up with him.
Last outing for the Rockets, it was a loss to Toronto.
Poor execution in that one. Not sure what led to the lack of focus, but coaching staff definitely not happy.
And they made some comments themselves that some of the fault might have lied with them because they didn't go in with the best of game plans and they didn't make the right adjustments. So we'll see tonight if they do.
Count it. He's back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Here's Green. Last game out, we saw him pour in 42. Right wing. Here's Jackson Davis. Guarded by Green. Just 3 to shoot. 17-foot shot on the way. And here we go. Kuminga heading to the hoop. And Kuminga throws it down.
Big time slam there from Kuminga. His coaches and teammates encourage him to get up strong like that.
And Jordi Fernandez has called a timeout. Looking for a breather. And maybe just one or two. In at small and power forward, it'll be Wiggins and Green. Podziemski out there with Buddy Hield, and it's Sims in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the Warriors' 5. Green with the block. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. Wiggins finds Hield. Over in the corner, Green. Just 5 on the clock. Blocked again.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for the Rockets.
How about the ferocity we have seen from them on defense? I mean, they're looking to contest every shot that goes up.
I wonder if pace and playing fast is something that they're being encouraged to do, because right now they feel like the faster team.
Buries the long-range jumper. Podziemski's got 9 points.
They're having more success from three-point range here in the second after a rough first quarter from deep.
Hield against Green. Pass to Jackson Davis. Ball with it. Outside, Green pulls it up. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. Ball's got 3 assists now in this one. 1:49 left in the first half. Here's Podziemski. It's hauled in by Gordon. Gordon's got his 6th rebound on the night.
This is a rough stretch right here for him offensively. He seems to be rushing shots.
On the wing, Green. He's defended by Podziemski.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
Hield finds Podziemski. Wiggins with it. 11 points for him in that last game against Portland. And it's Houston on the break. Ball feeling it out a bit. Here's Green.
This is one where the second foul is probably going to cost you some minutes in this game.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. The Rockets have made the most out of their opportunities at the line. They have yet to miss in 7 attempts.
At the line for the Rockets, Green, 2 shots.
And the first one drops. Jock Landale's checked in for the Warriors. And the Rockets making a change here as well. Widmore's checked in. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Warriors trail by 11. shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on Cam Whitmore.
Buddy right there trying to score and forcing the issue a bit.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Hey, guys, this is the way to stay in the game.
And so it's the Houston Rockets. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thank you. Aaron, you all have played at a high level so far. What has worked for you?
We're just sticking to the game plan. Our coaches really drew up something good for us. They wrote it out, and we're sticking to it, and we're executing very well.
Yeah, that's obvious the way you all have played. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Hello, everybody. Maybe a bit of... Hold on, I just got an alert on my phone. Ooh, half off bowling after the game tonight. Who's in?
I imagine Shaq probably throws that bowling ball a little too hard, Ernie. I don't know.
Now let's talk about that first half. What an impressive performance for the Houston Rockets.
They're moving well on offense. Great teamwork. Maybe not as strong as our teamwork, but...
And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Rockets leading by 11. Starting off the second half, here's Jordi Fernandez's 5. Gordon out there with Whitmore. Then it's Trayce Jackson-Davis. Then it's Green. And it's McCain in at the 2 spot. And he's going up for the alley-oop. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Healed outside. Back to Podziemski. Wiggins right side. Kuminga sets a screen for Wiggins. Just 4 to shoot. The Rockets pull it in.
Well, you could tell right there he just wanted to go for the jam, but the defense too good and distracting.
Here's Jackson-Davis, guarded by Green. On the wing, Green. Lets it go from deep. Drains it from beyond the arc. Green's got 10.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now trying to put this one away.
Here's Podziemski. Cans the shot with nobody near him. 13 points in the game.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Pass to McCain. Back to Green. It's stolen by Green. Here's Wiggins, and Wiggins throws it down.
Quick into the air, Andrew Wiggins up and throws it down.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Brent, when I think of those title teams of the Golden State Warriors, clearly you think of the Currys and Thompson, and maybe at the top of that list, the importance of Draymond Green.
Well, there's no doubt, Kevin, that the lean on for Golden State defensively and to be as good as they were on that end of the floor falls on the shoulders, and the very capable ones, of Draymond Green. I mean, he took on all challengers and elevated the confidence of players like Steph and Clay. So Draymond's defense, elite and leading to titles.
Timeout. And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way, no roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. Warriors trail by 14. Here's Podziemski. Right through the D for the layup.
And not wasting any time here, kicking their offense right back into gear. That's 3 of 4 from the field.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. On the wing, Green. Jackson Davis finds Green. Green, the screen. Here's McCain. Hits the three-point bomb. McCain's got 12.
Three-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
Pass to Green. Back to Podziemski. Looking for Kuminga. He gets it there.
Yeah, they've only missed 1 out of their first 5 shots here in the second half, guys. Their offense really moving well, ball snapping, and the shooting looks to be in great rhythm.
And Jordi Fernandez has called a timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly.
If you see yourself on the big screen, you know what to do. Bust it move.
And the Rockets making a change here. Ball's checked in. These teams were left. We've got 28 seconds left in the third quarter. Now Dillingham, who's got 14. Outside, Green. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Pass to Hield. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Here's Ware. Just knocked down the buzzer beater.
The defense has to be besides themselves there. Terrific shot to close out the quarter by him.
And so it's the Houston Rockets with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. Back right after this. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. So with Wiggins sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Jackson is out there with Lee. Then it's Kuminga. And it's Sims in at the 5. And eventually every player, GA, has to grapple with age, realizing they've lost a step or 2 against the young fellas. And sometimes that is a very slow realization.
Oh, it is, Kevin. Hopefully by that point it's less about financial security and more about prolonging the inevitable, simply for the love of the game.
Right side, Kuminga. Second shot opportunity, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Second chances are a great measure of what a team is doing in terms of their effort on a nightly basis, and that was some serious effort there.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
the three-pointers and how well they're able to shoot them. You wonder if they can keep it up, and boy, have they.
And another difference maker that we could point to tonight has been second chance points. They've been in there, they've had active hands, they've been in great position, and they've been smart attacking the offensive glass.
And the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound.
Now that's two teammates who need to reintroduce themselves to one another, not on the same page.
Warriors trail by 15. Pass to Sims to the inside. And Kuminga throws it down.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. Ball against Foster. Outside, ball. Now Green. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And a moment now to check out who the Warriors have coming up on their schedule. On Saturday, they'll be matching up with Andre Drummond and the Los Angeles Lakers. And then on Monday, they'll be matching up against Rudy Gobert and the Minnesota Timberwolves.
And that game against the Hawks, that one, the 7th on the season for them. The team's still looking to improve each time they take the floor.
Both free throws good from Green. Warriors trail by 15. Pass to Sims. Defended by Gordon. Down low. And there's the bucket from Kuminga. Kuminga's got 6 in the quarter.
Well, that screen wasn't quite as effective as it could be. However, they find a way to get it done. Credit the shooter for overcoming that aggressive defense.
On the wing, Green. With the drive. Over to the left wing. Jackson Davis. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. Green's got assist number 5 here tonight. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. So both teams making some changes here. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to... Outside, Green. Here's Jackson Davis. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Back when you played, Greg, the offseason was more of a dead period for the league. Not anymore. They want to make it year-round. Every month, something's going on.
Kevin, I love Vegas Summer League. It's given us some extra hoops. It's created a ton of excitement for the future and also the trades and signings. The NBA is a 12-month-a-year league.
Rockets leading by 13. And here is Green. Draymond Green grabs the miss. Wiggins in the post. Jackson Davis defending. And again, no good by Golden State. Houston's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Now, here's Green.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
And he finishes nicely on the layup. And the Rockets lead by 15.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
Golden State's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Pass to Kuminga. A floater, and it's denied.
And there's Whitmore, that 7-foot wingspan coming in handy.
Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
Şengün's checked in for Trayce Jackson-Davis. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Şengün.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
A minute 42 left in the fourth. With the shot. A shot by Podziemski, no good.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Kuminga against Green. In the league, trying to get a bit more competition in the All-Star game. Greg, you got any ideas there?
Well, cash prizes seem to work well for the in-season tournament. Even a little something might help up the ante just a bit.
Count it, good.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Rockets.
They enjoyed a big boost from the strong play of their bench.
The subs came in and did their job. Those points off the bench were key to their victory.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
And with this win now, we're all square, 1-1. 2 more games yet to come in what's proving to be a very competitive season series.
Podziemski with it. He's against Green. A shot by Podziemski, no good. Outside, Green. 40 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Gordon. Wiggins with some nice D. And it's Wiggins with the ball for the Warriors. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. 24 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
Here's Gordon. Pass to Şengün. There's Green with the 3. The shot, no good. So we see Houston taking the W here. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, gee, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin